So this video comes with a shout out to Plunder True Crime because, as you know, Paula is the queen of FOIA requests and managed to get hold of some FOIA stuff from Northport PD finally. So full disclosure, I have actually purchased this audio directly from Paula's Patreon as opposed to doing my own FOIA request, because I see it as my way of putting a bit of money back into the kitty for future FOIA requests, because I know how much Paula spends on FOIA requests, not just for this case, but for the many, many cases that she covers. I am so hugely appreciative of all the time and effort that Paula puts into getting things like this for us, so if I can support her in any way, I always will try to. So you have 3 pieces of audio here. One is an interview from the 1st of March, and during this interview, Chris is contacted by Orange County, who tell him that Maddie's been found. The second interview we have was from the 11th of April. And then at the end, there's one phone call between Chris, Deb and Stefan, which is from the 10th of April. I'm not sure if I've actually posted that one on my channel before, but I thought I'd whack it on the end anyway. And for those of you who may be wondering, in terms of follow-up videos, I'm not going to do a full analysis from the beginning to end of these interviews. What I am going to do is basically use excerpts and do topic-based discussions. And yes, I know there is a content creator who would prefer me not to cover anything to do with Maddie's case, but all I have to say on that is I was here from the beginning with Maddie's case. I feel very passionate about Maddie's case. I'm not going to be silent while I believe there is still more to be said about Maddie's case.
Today's date is March 1st, at 17:40 p.m. Myself, Detective St. Jean, and Detective out at 2341 Snug, in reference to an agency assist with Orange County.
Your wife again too about it. Can I ever hear? Oh no, we were hoping to talk with you and your wife again about the other day. Everything with you and your son. And just him traveling back here.
Your second hand, I'd rather just hear him.
Yeah, that's fine. We'd like to talk about this.
Were you here the other night? No, I was. Oh, you were? Yeah, just for a bit. I was down the road.
Sure. I mean, you want to come in? The dogs are out.
You're outside.
Okay, yeah.
Back there.
Yeah.
You want any coffee or anything?
No, I had an energy drink. More coffee, I'd probably explode. I won't go to sleep tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, there they are.
Yeah. How old are they?
The one jumping is 3. The one next to us, her sister, past sister, is 2. The 2 black ones are little mates. The 2 big black ones, the boys. They're going to be 7. And the little one in front is Abby, and she's just turned 5.
You guys foster or what?
I bred all of these dogs.
Oh, okay.
These are
Hey,
Yes,
the
sir.
ones that one right there.
Yes, sir.
I have it on my desk.
Not worried about it.
Okay, all right.
Not worried about it.
It's America. All right.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, I used to be in law enforcement a long time ago,
where'd you work for?
Orange County.
Oh, okay. Were you a deputy up there, or?
Yeah, I did law enforcement for a couple of years, and then I got a bug up my butt to get into working with a food company in sales, because the apartment I lived at, there was a guy that worked for Stouffer Foods, and he was always on the phone making reservations for hotels, dinner, and golf. And they had a company car.
Yeah.
And I said, I want a job like that. So I went to Atlanta and got a job with Campbell Soup.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, so I spent 20 years in the food business, so yeah.
Nice.
Probably better than civil service.
Well, you know, once you get it in your blood, you can't get out.
Yeah.
And I told the detective in Orange County, I said, I moved from Jacksonville to Orlando, rented a truck, moved down, and I was taking the truck back Sunday evening. I had to be in Jacksonville for a meeting 7 o'clock in the morning. So it's late. I'm traveling on 436 towards I-4. I'm in Castleberry at the intersection of 436 and 1792, and I'm behind this green pickup truck. And I noticed he was kind of weaving. Okay, so he goes through the intersection, and this guy is like weaving all over the place. And I look up ahead, and there's a guy riding a bike on the side of the road, and he pulls all the way over to the right. I go, motherfucker, he's going to hit that. And he hit him and sent him flying.
Oh, God.
And then he kept going, and here I am racing to catch up to him to get the license plate number in this stupid truck. It's got a governor on it, I think. He pulls in the parking lot of the ABC liquor store, and he turns around and looks at me. And I said, thank you. I got your face. And immediately jumped out, went to the payphone, called out of my police PD, and gave them the information and told them what direction I thought he went. They came up with taking my story. They came up to take my story. In the meantime, I went back to get the guy, and I'm thinking as I'm walking up to him, I said, I better let him know that I was there to help him, and I didn't hit him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because he could, come up swinging or what have you. I have carried him and the bike and got back to the ABC store. And then while they were interviewing me, they got a radio call that they got the guy.
Oh.
So long story short, I didn't get out of there until after I gave my report till midnight. Meanwhile, I still got to get back to Jacksonville, and that's a 2.5 hour drive. The truck breaks down. It's south of where I live. These sailors come by, they pick me up, and they drop me off. Let me just tell you, it was a long Monday morning. That's all I can say.
Start of the week too, right?
And after that good deed that you did, your car broke down. What the heck?
Well, of course,
he was
then
most famous for getting calls when he was in an orange grove and he got his car stuck 3 times.
Well, no. So nature called, and I slid into the orange grove and got the car stuck. But wait. Twice that night.
Oh, nice.
Can you imagine me taking the car back and handing the keys to the sergeant? And it was like, I wish there were cell phones back then.
Yeah.
I could have got somebody. You had to go over to a certain channel and they say, hey, John, my supervisor, switch over to channel 9. And so I gave him the information. Now, I could hear him calling the sergeant. They went to scramble here. So you could tell the sergeant was talking at that time. It was all scrambled. It was like, there wasn't a hole big enough for me to go hide after the second time. First time, okay. Second time,
Yeah, it's on you, right?
I said, I don't think this works good out for me. So stay out of the orange groves. Anyway, how can I help you guys?
So just
You
trying
want to sit down?
Oh, no, I would sit all day.
Okay.
Sit behind the desk.
Yeah.
Typing all day.
I know the
I
feeling.
have 2 new knees. I don't
You
want
sit,
to
yeah.
Oh, no,
We don't
please
know.
sit where it's your house.
Yeah, this is your house.
Yeah, no, we're just stopping by.
Me, I just pay rent.
Yeah, right.
So that's all my
announcement
wife.
does.
Yeah, that's like it's your world. I just live in it. It's, so the morning of and everything, you were up. I know you already had this all out with Orange County guys.
Yeah, I was at the hotel until I was up at 6:30. I wanted to get to the office by 8 o'clock before the 8:30 meeting, and so that's like a 20-minute ride. So I'm pretty sure I left just around 8 o'clock thereabouts. So as far as I knew, everybody was tucked in bed at 3:15 when I left them.
Sure.
I was on the opposite ends. I had no idea where they were parked. I had to find the last parking spot out in 40 acres out. But I had no idea that Stefan had left the hotel until 9:45 Wednesday morning.
Okay, until 9:45. So
Yeah.
was that? How did you find that? Was it the
Called me.
Okay.
He called me to ask if Stefan was with me. And I said, no, why? Well, he's not in the room. I said, well, how long has he been gone? 25 minutes. I said, okay. We'll go down to the lobby and find out if he's in the lobby. So then I hung up and I called back and I go, are your car keys there? And she looked around and said, no. Okay. Then much later in the day, I found out it was more than like 45 minutes. Because she said she woke up at 9. She called me at 9:45.
Oh.
So then I said, okay, it was really 45 minutes. Which kind of blew me away because the last time I saw Stefan at 3:15, he looked physically, mentally drained.
Sure.
And I figured they both had, and that they were both going to crash and burn hard. And my son, it'd be 100 years before he'd get up. But
Sure.
obviously, shows you how much I knew.
Sure. Yeah, and it's.
I mean, I was blown away when the detective told me that, asked me what exit number I lived at, and I said, 179, what road is that? I said, Toledo Blade, and he said, well, we have evidence that Stefan was exiting at 7:45 this morning.
Well, the storage unit's off at Toledo Blade too.
So, yes, so I, did some math and figuring out, well, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, he had to leave like at 4:30 to get down there at 7:45. God forbid what the traffic would be like out of Orlando on I-4, the intersection of 75
At that time.
and
Just
then
to get over
Sarasota.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got 3 of those. And when I came home Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm looking at the northbound traffic, 2 times I saw huge lines of traffic stalled. And I said,
there usually is.
he must have had the luck of Irish with him or something going back north, because you never know what to experience, especially trying to get back during rush hour, what have you. Then he came back and he came back to the hotel room about between 11:15 and 11:30, because by that time I was over there.
Okay.
Because they called and said, hey, we're going to come over and we'll be at the hotel in an hour. I go, oh shit.
Sure.
Okay, he's not going to be there. There's going to be a bolo out for him, whatever.
Right.
And then he showed up, and then the police never showed up. So I said, okay, that was a ruse. They were checking to see if she would say, well, he's not here.
Sure.
So she didn't say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what time did he get? You said 11:15 back to the hotel.
Somewhere
Roughly?
between 11:15 and 11:30.
Okay.
Because I was thinking, well, when's the hour? I
Yeah,
said, I
that's-
thought 11:30 was the witching hour, and he came in before that.
Sure.
And he was just very calm, and he had an energy drink, and his excuse was that he got lost. He didn't have a GPS, and he got lost in the back roads of Disney coming back. I said, okay, well, again, a very plausible defense, because
He had his phone on him then, though, didn't he?
no, they already confiscated
Oh,
the
they
phone
took
the
his
night
phone.
before. And so me with the GPS, I even took the wrong exit and had to do a U-turn to come back to get over to the hotel.
Okay. Did he have? Do we know any other devices or anything, or
No, not that I know of.
that we know of?
I have no idea, because it's like, I don't know my son.
Sure.
Right.
No, my heart goes. I'm a father. My heart goes out to you. I can't imagine what you're going through.
I mean, the conversations he's had with me all week is just, both-faced lies, everything. There's nothing he said to me that is a speck of truth.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's kind of our concern too, is that we just.
He's not alone in this.
No.
Jim's involved.
So.
She's involved heavily. She's bisexual.
Sure.
I don't know what happened, but
Right.
So.
there's some monkey shit going on. I think he fell on his sword for her.
And if that's the case, that's what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah,
we want to know just as much as
He
you.
would not have been
No.
I mean,
crying so hard, sobbing so hard he was almost puking, and she's cool as a cucumber.
Sure.
Well, now I find out from the press conference today that he had a flat between 1:45 and 2:30. He called me at 3:17 that afternoon, Monday, to tell me he had a flat tire. So how the fuck can you have a flat tire? The tires are fairly good condition.
Right.
He said you just drove up there, driving to school and
Right.
back, and I know he had nowhere to go. He would go back to the townhome and crash and burn.
Yeah.
How could you get a flat tire? I mean, it's possible, but really.
Right.
But it was so severe. I mean, he said he got it on 192, and drove the rubber right off the wheel. I mean, he was riding around on the rim,
Yeah.
and didn't know which shopping center he was at. I mean, it's just like and then the bullshit story he told me about his phone. So I mean,
Well, the other bullshit is
what?
Wood told us that she had a headache Sunday night, and he was sleeping in his room. She sent in there to sleep with him. And
Okay.
then Monday morning, all of a sudden, she disappears?
Well, she
This is bullshit.
supposedly had blood tests.
Bullshit.
But anyway, let
Sorry.
the officers continue. What's
So,
up?
I mean, we're just really trying to nail down his timeline while he's down here. Just trying to help them out, and then
The most I could figure, based on what the detective told me his arrival time was, and by the time he came back to the hotel, he had probably an hour here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was shocked to hear that he went to the storage facility.
that we worked through that. That
Yeah.
ended up.
We just came from there. The
Their
the way
system
their system generates
saying
reports
it
is
as
messed
if
up.
it was accessed, but I mean, honestly, when's the last time that you accessed it? When do you think?
Well, I got a call a couple of weeks ago about the lock not being the unit not being properly locked, and I go, okay, maybe I thought I had slid the bolt over and put the lock in where I was supposed to. I said, but hell, anything could be possible. So I went over the next day. I was trying to find on my phone when she called, but I couldn't determine it. But I would say within the last 2 weeks, I was there.
Yeah,
that matches
that's
up
the
with it.
last time that your
Okay.
access codes or any of that
Yeah.
stuff.
He
So
was here during that time. He was living here during that time.
sure,
There's only one time the year code was accessed between January and now, and it lines up to about when you're saying
Okay,
you went
yeah,
over.
because I moved him down here in December, so he'd been rented a room for the last year. But prior to that, he lived there for a couple of years.
sure.
But I brought him down in December because I was paying for him to live there and work at Disney, and it's like, you can't afford to work for Disney. You're broke.
Sure.
But I didn't realize he was paying their bills as well, because I'm sending him money to live and finding out afterwards I'm paying for 3 people.
Yeah.
But so I moved him back here in December, so he's been here since December.
Sorry.
Popular guy.
No, I'm on call, so it's just one of those things. So we have good reason to believe, and that his car, he was actually down here a little bit earlier. So the time frame that they passed to you, that was him actually leaving and heading back. Like when they say, hey, he was down here at the.
They said 7:45. He was leaving here at
So
7:45.
that's what we're seeing is that so he got here roughly, here is in off of
Because
Toledo
we were
Blade
thinking
at
that
6:29.
because when the dogs alerted, it was 3:19 in the morning and all 5
The dog-
dogs.
Oh yeah,
stood
there's
up.
no way. I mean, I was in here the other night with you, ma'am, and I walked in. I just checked on you, and then I had to leave. For the dogs were absolutely going. So there's no way that.
But
somebody would
see,
have-
I left him at 3:15.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the hotel
Okay,
room,
so
so he
you're-
still needed at least 3 hours to
Sure,
get here.
sure.
And you're telling me they went on full alert 3:19? You said?
3:19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
there was
probably
no way he could have been
probably
here.
All
wasn't.
5 of them stood
Yeah.
up on the bed looking at my window and in full battle roar.
Yeah. So
What was the time that?
Scared the crap out of me.
when did you happen to wake up that day?
When they woke me up.
Well, I mean, like for the day, you got up at 3 or.
You were up by 8:30
Yeah.
because you
I had an
had texted me or something, but she was up I believe by 8:30, which surprised me because I knew she went to bed late. But
Sure.
No, I had a VA call. They do and do teleconferences and they never called me.
Okay. That sounds about
That
right.
sounds about accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
but you think he was here earlier because
Around 6:30ish in the morning.
well he must somehow
So he left right
Oh,
after you
oh,
checked.
okay.
Yeah, that's.
oh look now it's my turn. Oh, Orange County up.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
you can interrupt
yeah,
you.
take your time.
This is Chris.
I was here all that day.
Hello. I'm standing here with Northport PD, and I said Orange County's calling. They take precedent. I have to answer this call. 2 Northport police officers. Yes. Well, one's about 6'4", 6'3", and the other one's about
5'8".
5'8".
Average.
No, they're
according to
just
my
asking me about timeline questions.
I can't have my blood pressure go up the way it did that night.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey. Yeah, we're in the middle of an interview.
She's what? Oh yeah, deceased. Yeah.
Can
They
you
counted?
call the on-call supervisor?
Hang on.
Larry. Yeah. Thank you.
That we have what? You broke up. I didn't hear that we have what?
What was it?
Marshall's asking for someone. I don't know what for.
Okay.
I'm wondering if that girl got pregnant.
How were you able to locate it?
I don't have any of those answers, no, I'm sorry.
Oh. In St. Cloud? Yeah, in St. Cloud? Okay.
I was still hoping she was alive.
Okay, well, I just kicked it up to the biggest notch. We're at big showtime now. Not that we didn't know this, but I said this, this confirms what we've suspected all along. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Nobody's still alive. I was hoping she was in the woods someplace to wait on me to show up.
Yeah.
Shit, I know.
Yes. By the way, I didn't catch your name when we first met, so I have you in my phone as Orange County SO, so.
And then Chris is on Orange County, I'll call you later.
Okay, Alex, okay, because when you call, I like to refer to you by name, not Orange County SO, so. Alex, Yeah, I understand.
Law enforcement in South Carolina.
Which part? I grew up
He's in Goose Creek.
Alex, I appreciate it, it's a pleasure to meet you.
He was Navy. Navy.
All right, thank you.
Security. Now he works for the security.
Well, they found the body,
I'm sorry.
Who?
and it's been leaked, so
What?
he wanted me to know.
What?
They found the body, it's been leaked,
They're gonna be-
so it's out there in the ether world, and he wanted me to know.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry for
I don't
both
know
of
if
you. I
that
mean,
no
that's,
trespassing sign is gonna keep them away from us.
if you need help keeping people from your door, call us.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
came here yesterday.
Call
Yes,
us.
yes.
That's why we put the film on the door so
Sure.
they can't see in.
Yeah. And if they're bothering you too much, obviously, do call us, please.
Yeah.
I told you I wasn't gonna do poop patrol. If they get in my backyard, they can step in shit. I don't care.
Well, we can't go forever not doing it.
I know.
Okay. All right, where we left off, he was here earlier.
Just a bit earlier. We're just trying to figure out
Around
his
6:30.
his path. I
I
know
mean,
that
he literally would have had to have left the hotel when I left him at 3:17. I'm thinking 3:17 or so, but we got there at 3, checked in. Did I call you at that time, Deb?
What?
At 3 o'clock in the morning?
Probably you knew I'd be awake.
I don't think so, but
I don't know.
let me
Probably got
see.
the wrong stuff.
Because I can't believe how far back these calls are retained now. I thought within a short period of
I
time.
always get rid
So
of
that would have
those
been
calls.
that would have been Wednesday. So
Three calls.
that was 6:28. So it would have been earlier than that.
Did they happen to say how she died?
No, and if he did, he wouldn't tell me.
typically with cases such as this, they're going to wait until they have all.
I mean, I'm surprised he even called to tell me that.
And everything else. Yeah, just so-
Where did he say she was found?
Why do people
St.
always
Cloud.
assume that the parents are the reason
Where's
they
that at?
like that?
It's south of Kissimmee, but
37-year-old man. I don't have
I'm not that familiar with Kissimmee.
Yeah, me either.
That's not why I inherited.
Okay, I talked to her at
We're just trying to
2:41.
figure out-
No, not you.
No,
Wednesday.
but the universe.
So
No,
2:41,
these media
and
people,
then
they want to get you into
8:15.
vulnerable.
So I talked to her at
They sound
2:41.
like for the resume, and I just
Let me
say,
see.
they just make
1:21.
life on your misery.
I agree.
241,
I can't
229.
imagine what you're going through.
When they got to the
And
door
then,
yesterday with the microphone, all I did, I got there, I
8:15
saw the
a.m.
microphone, I just went
So, yeah.
like
so-
that and turned around and left. You gotta walk
Yeah, I didn't talk to her after, told her I was checking in, so I left him at 3:15,
I was cordial, but I'm not gonna open the door.
and he must have bolted out.
I mean, you're not gonna bother us, the police, if
I'm
people
kind of
come
thinking this
harassing
through.
anything.
He must have bolted out right
You
away
call start
after I
time
left
next
them
time.
and headed down to
We're here
Northport,
to help you guys.
which means that when she called me,
I saw
that was
what happened
bullshit.
with that
Do you know where Stefan
The
is?
boy that killed
But
the
it's-
girl
yeah,
from
'cause she called
road
me
trip.
At 9:45.
I mean, this is the
Oh,
second
okay.
time we've reported
And so
something was heinous.
that had to be part of their game.
And I-
If that is,
help that family through it. as
got her
well.
ass to nail the rights
The
here.
laundry, so
151,
They helped him.
because they
sure.
had Stefan's phone, so I was communicating with her.
Right, right.
So let's see.
I'm just curious.
9:48, she called me.
When he came.
9:48,
you know,
Yeah,
he came
and
back.
so then let's see.
He was here for-
And
She
I-
told you what when she called you?
Do I know where
Do you know
Stefan
where
is?
Where would he go?
Okay,
What would
and
he-
then she called back
I mean,
at
Does
9:49.
he know anybody else in the area? Is there any, are you sure he didn't come here? And if he did,
And
it's
then-
I swear to God, you can
Sure.
put me on a line. Didn't
No,
you?
no, no,
Because
I'm not accusing you of anything,
No,
no,
no.
no.
If
She
you tried
called
to get in
me
his
at
house,
10:17, and that's when she relayed to me
Did
that
dog sleep
the
in
police
crate
are on their
cell
way.
the night?
Okay.
Or they-
I leave them loose so they can
And-
Sure,
get to
and
work.
there's no way, I mean, a window could.
Yeah, 10:17,
Yeah,
so
rock
This is all impact glass.
Yeah, that was
You
it.
can break it.
Well,
let's
I
see.
mean, but like,
Other call was
you know, noise,
10:47.
They're alerted, like.
Yeah.
Outgoing
I have
call,
a
16
golden
seconds.
doodle, so I have a love for poodles. It's,
So I think I may have called her to let her know I was on the way. I may have called her one more to let her know I was pulling into.
The girls
I said
are
I'm here.
better than the boys.
So when I got up there, the room was completely dark.
That's true.
And they
And
even when we
I
come
was like, what the
down.
fuck is going on?
Absolutely.
You know, the room is dark, and I walked in there, opened up the shades, and to bring some light in. And she was out of it.
No friends in the area that you have?
She was on.
The only friend I know.
She must have been on her anxiety meds, and she was sitting down, and both of her legs were bouncing up and down rapidly.
I don't think they'd let him in at whatever.
And,
hour
Or if he just went by to talk.
And then she made some. She was on the phone with somebody, I don't know, but then she made a comment that reporters were calling her, and I said, "You don't need to speak to reporters; they're not your friends.
He's out early.
You know,
Yes.
they're calling you for their benefit." And then she said, "Well, my daughter's missing. I got to find my daughter." I said, "There is plenty of publicity out there, all over the place,
When they went up to play
that everybody's looking for her. You don't need to feed these reporters any other information because they're not your friends." But she was out of it, and then she was out of it until Stefan got back. They both went back to bed. I stayed in the room for maybe another half hour or so, and I said, "Well, I'm going to go down to the lobby and wait for these detectives," which they never showed up. But as the day progressed, she came downstairs, or I went upstairs and I went back downstairs and said, "We got to get something to eat." So I took her to get something to eat, but she was still kind of hyped up at that time.
I don't know how she was able to
But
eat
by the
since
time,
I
then she got a call, notified me that they were 10 minutes away and that they would meet her in the lobby. So everybody got their act together collectively.
Right, right.
And then they came downstairs. He was in much better condition, more alert, not so drugged. And she got progressively better. I didn't see them again until hours later because she was escorted, and Stefan was escorted separately. And she called me and said, "Hey, come up to the conference, go inside, they'll give you a pass." And by the time I got up there, the whole thing was done. And then I'm calling her, "Where are you? What's going on?" And she was in an interview room. She was waiting for somebody to talk to her. And of course, Stefan I never saw because they took him straight back. So whatever they were telling us at the lobby was just to comfort them and put them in the car where there wasn't any hassle and getting them down to the SO. But it was apparent that they were going to arrest him.
Yes, but while she was still in an interview room,
Yes.
didn't she text you?
Yeah, she texted me. Yeah, she told me she was in the interview room and she said, "Get Stefan a lawyer now." And I go, "Why?" And then she texted me and said they found photos of Stefan and that there were a lot of them and that they've been going on for 2 years. So she knew at that time, and then a few hours later she came out around 8 o'clock where they let her go to get something to eat. I found out the dog hadn't had water for 24 hours, so I went up to Publix to get a bowl of some water so he could have some water. And her demeanor was unbelievable. Like there was nothing in the world wrong. Yeah. And to me, that was odd because I really expected my throat to be cut. Any parent that found out their child had been sexually abused and had been going on for a long time, why would you want to sit next to the father of this person? Sure. Why would you want to be in the same vicinity of this person?
And I had to believe, get him a lawyer now unless you wanted him to be quiet and not reveal anything.
And told him to lawyer up. And I have to believe that her demeanor was similar to what the detectives were experiencing. I've already communicated this to Alex. That I said, there's something not right here. Because for 9 hours that I was with her up until I left her at midnight, it was business as usual.
Right.
Joking,
Not a care in the world.
Yeah.
He's not innocent. I cannot condone any of that. She is not innocent. He is a monster. But she is too.
So the two of them have colluded in this. I've got to believe it.
There's gotta be.
And we don't doubt that at one bit.
But the bullshit lies that my son made. I mean, he called me at 4:54 and said, "Hey, there's been an occurrence." I said, "Oh, that's a strange word, but okay." I'm on my way to the grandmother's house. That never made it to school. We think she's been abducted, and he gave me this whole story, and then all of a sudden he starts having this meltdown and breakdown or what have you. But I guess I'm finding out what kind of actor he can be.
So, do we think there's any way at around 6:30 he could have come here at all? Probably not.
Or even got to the garage.
Not without us knowing about it.
He doesn't have he doesn't have an access to the garage. He couldn't get in my car to use the remote because I have the only key.
And he couldn't get in the door, and he didn't have a key. I don't even have a key.
Yeah.
You got to know the owner. I don't have a key.
I had this back door secured. That door is 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Seriously. And I had it locked up into the secure.
And those dogs would have picked up on him at
Listen, if a roach
6:30.
farts outside, they hear it.
Yeah.
They can hear a rabbit that's in the yard, and I let them out, and they're going, "Roar!" and you see these stupid rabbit run.
Yeah.
And goes underneath the
It becomes like a greyhound racing. It becomes a race.
Like a raceway back there.
Yeah, they're back and forth. The rabbit's going, how do I get out?
You know how they send the African boys off to kill a lion and share their manhood? I think the rabbits send them to go to the Stearns yard. If you could make it from one end to the other.
You've passed your tribal.
Yeah, right.
One of
You are
us.
now a warrior.
And they
You
sit at
ninja
the
rabbit.
end of the sidewalk there, and they'll get a blade of grass and they'll chew it and they'll look at the door and the dogs are going, and they're going like, seriously.
Does he have like a bunch of maybe computers or phones?
Well, I
stuff in his
told
room?
Alex, I said, he has a desktop computer that I stuck out in the garage. I said, you should probably come get that thing and do whatever forensic stuff that you need on it. But I put it out in the garage waiting for you guys.
Okay.
You want to take it? Take it.
Yeah, we'll take it off your hair. Is there, I'm trying to, you guys answered most of the stuff. Where it makes logical sense. I'm just trying to, you mentioned the friends, or the one friend.
What was his name that was the
The
postman?
mailman.
Oh, Justin?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I don't think
Do
he
you think
has.
you would come and visit him during that hour? I mean, even just in person?
Well, he may have visited Frank more because Frank was a more recent friend and Justin was, he hadn't seen Justin in a while.
I couldn't remember Frank's name.
Yeah, and I don't know his contact information.
Do you know his last name?
Nope.
Do you know about where he lives, or is it?
Never met him.
Yeah.
Well, I met him one time. He came here to either get something from Stefan or what have you. Stocky guy, beard. You're better looking than he is.
It's not saying
Hair-
much. So.
Yeah, it
Hair.
does not say much.
He works at because Stefan said he had mentioned about going to work for him, and I said, well, there's manual labor involved. That won't happen. I said that would be a quick end to a relationship. Where does he work at? Is it lawn? I don't think it's lawn maintenance. I don't know if he does irrigation. God, what was it? It's physical in nature. I'll probably bolt up at 3 o'clock this morning and go, oh, I remember now. But it was some sort of manual labor. I said, that won't happen. He would be too unreliable. He won't get out of bed and certainly wouldn't want to do that kind of work.
Sure.
But I have no idea what his name is other than Frank.
Well, if you do remember, I'll leave you my cell number and
Yeah.
everything too.
So, but that would be kind of strange for him contacting Frank at 6 o'clock in the morning unless he had some elaborate story for him. But certainly not Justin. Yeah, he hadn't been in contact with Justin for months.
That was the
Long
only
time.
person I knew, and whoever it was that he met the last time he went out here to play Warhammer.
Yeah, he met some friends at whatever, some kind of gaming place. I think it was in Port Charlotte, not
Yeah,
far from here.
There's a game,
One
game
down
store
by,
in Port Charlotte. Every Wednesday they meet there and they play this game. Every Wednesday.
I can picture the place. It's near a like on the back roads to the mall,
So
essentially.
that was his first time since he came back here that he went there to play.
Yeah.
And Justin, you said no. What was Justin's last name? Do you know?
Don't know, but he works at the post office.
Justin Post Office.
Yeah.
This used to be his route. That's how he met Stefan. Stefan got something in the mail from Warhammer. And Justin came up to the door and said, who plays Warhammer? You know, and I said, my son does. Do you want to meet him? He says, yes. And we got Stefan.
I
thought
don't think
this
there's
is
anything
great,
else
you know?
we're trying to cover. We're just trying to narrow down some timelines and stuff and let you know that
The storage unit.
the
thing
storage
was-
unit didn't pan out. It was the way that they had ran their computer system ran a check. It actually searched your specific unit, go in, it says exited, and
Further able to interrogate it. That's what it was.
Well,
So-
and then I told Alex, I said there isn't much room in there. I mean, there was just a width between a bunch of stuff stuck there and the shelves, but he would have to pull, which again, manual labor. He would have had to pull a bunch of shit out.
Sure.
The only thing I said, well, if he didn't put a body there, what was he there for? Well, maybe, okay, I'm going to go live in the woods. Maybe there was some camping gear in
Right,
there that he could go get and he could give it to her. But now we
we don't think
Are
he
you,
was
are you
there.
missing
at all.
any tools or anything?
I haven't, look, they called me yesterday afternoon and said the police department dropped off the keys. And I said, I'm not going to go over there right now.
Sure.
I said, I have no reason to. I mean, I'd be curious to see if there was anything out of place. And I was going to look earlier to see in my phone if I had a before picture to tell, but I could tell when I walk in there because it's pretty full.
Yeah.
Not much room to move around there. And I was actually in the process of cleaning out the garage even further to move that stuff out of there because I don't need to be spending the money for that.
Sure.
If
But-
he came here and he had his body trying to hide it, those Labrador dogs would have hit.
Well,
Because the
yeah,
smell,
I
the smell
don't-
starts within 2 hours.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
And I don't.
yes.
I don't believe that. Just it's me personally. I don't believe that he drove
never
around
got-
with
he never
her
got here.
in the car.
Well, we don't believe he brought her
Her
here.
here.
Okay.
But I do know that he was down there just trying to figure, paint
So
that
the-
picture. As to-
So the question is,
We'd
the
be-
question is, why did he come to Northport?
Correct.
I don't know. I don't know if it was to.
That's what we're
like
trying to
he
figure
knows
out.
what's going. I mean, he knows what's happened, right? Is it?
Yeah, it's obvious.
Did he want to see mom
He's
one
the,
last time?
he's,
kind of thing
he's the
before?
only one in the know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would, I don't know, would you, hey,
Come
would you,
around and knock on
Deb,
my window.
Deb,
What?
would you have found it strange if Stefan had showed up Wednesday morning here?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, that's
I mean,
again. I don't know your son.
without
Yeah.
calling first, he would know I wouldn't be up.
We were just trying to think, like, that's probably the only reason that he would have to come down here. We don't think that he had her with him.
Unless he was trying to get in the house and maybe up in Kissimmee. I have no idea why he was here.
We had cash. He
Oh.
would have been wanting to get in here and get the cash.
Well-
Would he steal from you guys often? Was that a?
Oh,
Oh,
hell
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
He got in my wallet, he got in his wallet, he stole cash out of we didn't find that out until Jen told us. that
No,
he-
I already knew about it. She just confessed it for him. Yeah, yeah. But I already checked it when I came back. It was the same amount of money in there, so. but obviously he didn't get in, but I don't know if he knew, because if he knew, he would have been taking hundreds out of there at a time, from a different pile, because I had it paper clipped together, bashed, and it was only dollars, but you would know that money was gone, and it sure as hell wouldn't be her, and it wouldn't be me, so it had to be him.
And then I thought, well, maybe he was trying to get, because it has all the jewelry in it. And
Yeah.
it's valuable.
Yeah,
And
that
he
much.
was with me when we were looking for my father's Rolex.
So we think he stole the Rolex.
And that much we do know, that he was here at 6:30. We just don't know. I'm not saying he made it into the house or anything like that. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Well,
Why,
so if
know?
is there some traffic camera that picked up he was here, or did they?
That he was in the city,
Okay.
but we have
Other means
That's fine.
that put him here at the
Yeah.
house in
We just
between
got,
that
we
time.
just got out the first
I know how it is with the different. I'm locked on my own house.
It's the same bad.
No, it's good. You got a better lock than me. It only locks me out.
Yeah. And then it wouldn't work, so it wasn't working at all.
Yeah.
And when I left Wednesday morning, maybe Tuesday night, I called Debbie and gave her a heads up. I said, don't go. Let me see, what time would that been? So let's see here. Stefan called me at 6:32 that evening. And then I called Debbie at 12:12. So that's what time I left here to go to Orlando, and called her to tell her, hey, don't use the front door, don't rely on it, or you won't be able to get in. And they should be locked out. And I said, I'm not coming back to get you in. So, yeah.
Other than that, I don't know. I think that's really all we had.
What, I don't understand why he didn't call me at all. If he's, he's in trouble,
I don't know. That's something only he can answer.
because I would yell.
Well, maybe he thought, because of my former law enforcement experience, that I could be of any help to him. But, when he called me about the phone and he said, should I give him the phone? I don't know if he had already given it to him. I said, well, you got anything on there that you wouldn't want them to see? No. I said, then no worries.
Sure.
When in actuality, he was probably shitting in his pants.
Or he thought he wiped it, factory reset, whatever.
Well, that was some bullshit story he told me about that. So I'm doing an OS update and I accidentally reset it.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen that way.
It's not easy.
So
It's
a
actually
lot
hard to
and I told Alex this. I said, there's a lot of inconsistency to his conversation with me that obviously makes sense, and that here he is. He's come up with a huge lie.
Sure.
And dealing with that.
The computer that you guys set out for him, how long had he had it for?
Oh, he's had it for years.
Okay.
Like a gaming computer?
Yeah, it's a gaming computer, but it's been here all the time he's been gone.
Okay.
And then he came back, and so I know he's been using the computer because he's been gaming on it.
Sure. Right.
But and he may have offloaded some stuff on it, which is why I told Alex. I said, hey, there may be some information on here that you may want to get to.
I'm sure they're gonna want.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want it or.
Yeah, I can grab it and give it to
okay.
him.
Yeah.
Let me. I got paperwork out in the car. I'll
Yeah.
have to grab. Just a receipt for you.
Okay.
I've got that, I've got to tell you one thing.
Yes, ma'am.
No, there's no reason to think.
We are not.
If we knew something, we would
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah, and I hope we don't come off. We're not coming off
Oh,
as
you're
like
not. You guys,
interrogating you or
I
anything.
told Chris, I said they treated me with such respect and.
It's nothing that you did. Unfortunately, your son made the decision he
He's an
made.
adult.
And
He
yes.
will be 38 in April.
It has nothing to do with how you raised him. It has nothing to do with
You
any
see
of
this
that.
stuff on TV, you watch the news,
The only thing that I can say
and
is
it's circus, and they all,
Pin tags that aren't wanted, as if
It
you
could
have
have been
anything to
when he
do
was hit
with.
by the truck.
and like, how do you think I feel?
Mhm.
So,
The guy that
ask
attacked him,
yourself, how do you think you would
and he ended
feel?
up stabbing him.
So,
It could be,
Uh,
I don't know what.
I tend not to get emotional about this stuff
I don't know
because
what,
former
but
law
something-
enforcement, you gotta
That was
be
an
calm.
only child.
And just like when I called about that guy in the truck, what have you, but
Within the last 6
You know,
months, he
I'll
finds
have my
a little
moments
kitten
to,
out there
you know,
that's sick.
figure this out.
$3,000
For stages
for a stray cat with
of grief and
pneumonia.
everything else. It's a.
But he
It's a huge,
has that kind of empathy and has that kind of
I
heart.
just,
He has that
I can't
love
believe
in
he
him.
sent this in on us.
I hate when
And I was
he's
telling
done
Debbie,
it,
I said,
condone it, but he's so
what if he
wonderful.
came back
Yes.
here? What if he
Hey, I'm sorry
managed
you're
to
going
slip
through what you're going through. I really am. And,
This
if you
investigation, then he
get
comes
too much
back
bother
here and
from
brings this shit down on
the
us.
media, please
with
call,
him here.
put a call in for service and let us know. Cause
No feelings.
you don't need to be going through that kind of stuff if you don't want, you know. So we're here for you.
At the hotel, checking in,
I have an Irish.
and his demeanor was such that the
Well, we're here for you as much as we can help. We'll grab you a
But there
card.
was something weird about him on Saturday. He asking me, like, I only got medications for my heart and
No, I
diabetes
don't
and
blame you either.
anxiety meds. He went to her, so, no, she doesn't have it. He was like, but he was out of it. So something happened Saturday night. And then he found some 4-year-old medication.
No,
Took that.
just be cautious when you leave and stuff.
Something happened Saturday.
If you're out and about too and you have issues, please call us.
We canceled the dog appointments today to be groomed because we were afraid somebody would follow us.
Yeah.
In the parking lot or follow us into the store and cause a big problem for the PetSmart.
I'm sorry that something your son did is making, your life's kind of
We don't
a living hell.
for groceries. He went today before anybody could get here, and I said, we better stock up on some stuff because we're not going out of the house for a while.
Well, I'll give you my number and stuff. If you guys ever need anything, let me know. If you need us to run to the store or something or whatever.
They can sit up either end of the street and watch us leave and follow us.
Sympathetic.
If you need anything, like if you need us to grab something or whatever,
Well, I grew up in
just let us know. But I'm gonna go grab some paperwork and stuff, and we'll be back. And I'll leave you with. I'll try to find a card or whatever. I'll at least leave you with our phone number.
I certainly appreciate you here that night. Except I wish they hadn't let the dog shit my.
Oh, did they? Oh.
Did they really?
He had diarrhea. So.
I missed that part.
Yeah.
You missed that, huh?
Yeah. No, I was just
Somebody
here
else picked
briefly.
it up for me, but they squished it into the rug and he said,
Oh
you
God.
might have to get a hose.
You have an Australian accent? The guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Australian, not New Zealand, because we get offended if we say
No,
New
no,
Zealand.
I said, what is that accent? And he said, Australia. I said, oh, I was thinking New Zealand. He said, I said, but you would like me. He says, you're lucky I like you. Okay.
We'll be right back. We're gonna grab that paperwork.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
This is Detective on April 11, 2024. This is Detective on April 11, 2024 at 17:34 hours. I'm going to be at 2341 Snug Street, Northport, Florida, speaking with a Christopher Stearns in reference to an agency assist investigation with Kissimmee Police Department, Northport PD case number 24015-034.
I didn't see you sneak up.
Hey, what's going on, Harry?
Oh, I thought you had a bruise on.
Oh, no.
Did you do a face plant?
Probably. With my luck. Yeah. Hey, how are you guys? All things.
Hey, quiet! Quiet.
Well, we had want to talk about our conversation with Stefan?
Well, we talked through it yesterday, and I told Mark this. our indication is from him and just talking to him and some of the way he said things that the one that killed him.
I couldn't.
And that there's more than one person involved, so that brings in the mother, the sister.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know if you probably didn't hear this, but see all this crazy stuff on YouTube, but
Oh, we're supposed to be multimillionaires living in these millionaire homes.
the aunt, the sister called in the 911 call.
Northport Delta 25
Sorry.
74.
10-4, I'll be off the air in our interview.
Come in, sit down.
Sure.
So if you listen to this phone call, the sister's calling in the 911 call and then asking who must have been across the room the questions that she's being asked and said, well, what was she wearing? And the mother's sitting back there. Nobody's hysterical. It's just like a common conversation. And like you and I talked a few minutes ago.
That's awful.
You
She
know?
says, oh, I think it was a green hoodie. Yeah, it's the same one she wore when she went to go and sit in front of the church and get her picture taken because she's the same size as her daughter, but the hoodie would cover the fact that she has dark hair and her daughter had blonde hair.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, this is.
Oh, I have no doubt.
This is quicksand
I mean,
of shit.
Yeah, I have no doubt. I mean, I'm sure that. So our involvement to this is very, very limited.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
as you
I
guys
do
know.
have a question.
Sure.
How did this crazy ass woman on YouTube get the in-car dash cam from the deputy's car that was transporting him and have it on her YouTube show with a complete transcription of everything that was said?
I mean, I can't speak for them again, you know, but for the public record laws in Florida are very, very loose. You know what I mean? It's like open to to
Those are
everybody
public
else.
record?
Sure, anything, any police interaction, they'll redact certain things. Like I know my agency will redact victims' faces, medical information, those kind of things. But as far as body cameras and everything goes,
This twit went back 40 years to pull
ugh,
my
everything.
divorce decree
That's crazy.
that I was going to divorce him. Well, I was going to divorce him, but then we worked it out.
Worked it
We've been
out,
married
yeah.
44 years.
Good for you guys. That's
You know?
life's a journey. You know?
Hey, I
Well,
went to
it
church.
took 2 out of 3 mud wrestling matches, but she won.
Yeah.
And she said the only reason he's still with her is because it's cheaper to keep her. Is it?
Oh,
I'm
they're very
the one spending all the
expensive.
money with the
Especially,
dogs.
I can share with you the storage bills. $100,000. One of these, this one has like a video
Okay.
application on it, but this one has the shit on it.
Yeah. What's that mean? The shit on it? Like,
It has
There's
child porn.
child porn on it. I didn't see it because I didn't
Just-
want to,
Sure.
but I just hovered the mouse over it. And so you open up, there's a regular directory and there's subdirectories. And then you hovered over the subdirectories
Gave you a
and it
title.
started listing titles, images.
What
Layla,
I'm
5 years
hoping-
old or something like
I'm
that.
praying is that they can find out where that crap came from and
Absolutely.
go after those people.
and that's what
That's why we were so determined to get you guys to
absolutely,
get it.
and that's I used to, years ago I worked a lot of the internet crimes against children and stuff, and that is the main goal, is to delete it from existence and to arrest the people, because all these people call it child porn or whatever. To me, it's crime scene photos. It's just kids being brutally harmed. And you think this is from the computer tower itself?
Yeah, because what I believe why it is because
It's very new.
it's where I found it was in the back that if he spent as much time here in Northport as he did,
Yeah.
then he had enough time to pull some stuff out.
Sure.
How he got into it, don't know, but he knows how to pick locks. Okay. And I was talking to Mark, and you can't seem to get any consistency in the timelines of when somebody accessed the storage. But he said 25th, 26th, 27th, and I said, well, 27th would have been you guys, and maybe the 26th or something. But there's no way I was in that storage unit on those dates. The other thing is that we were trying to find out where his Omega watch was, and he said, oh, it was in a box at the foot of his bed. Well, we've cleaned out his room.
Sure.
So I gave a lot of that toy stuff to a friend of mine, and so I was going to go over there tomorrow to see if that watch was there, but we came across the Omega bag with the watch in it. which was in the storage room.
Yeah, it's
So
where was it at in the storage shed? Like all this stuff was in the storage shed together, or
yeah, I mean, were you there when they looked at? Okay, so you have the racks on the right. You have the racks on the right, and then there was a bit of a space you could walk through.
okay, yep.
Okay, so it was back just to the left in the middle.
Oh, okay.
So he could have pulled some stuff out, buried it, and covered it back up, and no one would have been the wiser.
Sure.
So now that's when we couldn't figure out, trying to figure whether he accessed the storage unit or not, and what he was doing here for an hour and 15 minutes. Now with discovery of that and the Omega bag.
Sure. Yeah. Because I had them pull the records again from the storage unit, and it wasn't like I said. I think I told you that last time I was here.
Yeah.
January or February. Well, whenever you went there because of
2 weeks prior to that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's all that they were able to see. So I don't know what Kissimmee has or what they, because I gave them those records, so I don't.
Yeah, he has the same records because Mark was reviewing it. I said, look, I wasn't there the 25th, the 26th,
Yeah.
or the 27th.
Yeah.
One of those days had to be you
And I
guys.
wasn't
No,
there at
you
all.
would have been you guys because if they're going off by access code.
Yeah, and that's what. So the storage unit itself, like, it printed a bunch of numbers where it looks like it's access, but I was able to get them to filter it down
Yeah.
to where your access, like their system creates logs where they just run checks on all the users randomly to make sure people are in good standing, and it was the way it was presented to us was that those were access times, but that ended up not being the case. So that's definitely interesting. If he, maybe a gate was open then, or
So he called us this afternoon, and I didn't say anything. I said, hey, I'm in the process of returning this truck. He goes, truck? What was that? I said, I just cleared out the storage unit. Wasn't there a bit of a pause?
It was.
Yeah, there was a bit of a pause, and he said, oh, okay, that's interesting. Something like that. Yeah. So
he said that's
he
good.
didn't ask any questions, but now he's got to know that this stuff is at the house.
sure.
But he doesn't know that you got it.
No, I know.
No,
And
we
it's
can't. We can't have this.
no, absolutely, and it's no.
It's evidence.
Yeah, it's evidence. It's terrible things on it. And I know you guys are torn between. I can't imagine. Again, I'm a father. I can't imagine. It's a rock and a hard
You know
place.
you
so.
would. You know that you would give up that.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I'm just saying, like emotionally.
I still love my
like,
son. I don't
my heart
care.
goes out to you guys.
I
Man.
still love
Absolutely.
him, but I do not condone this shit.
No,
At all.
absolutely. And everybody has their days in court too, so it's not, it's still
Yeah, but we
America.
can't go to court because we're going to be attacked.
You think?
Verbally, possibly physically.
Yeah. It's just a circus out there.
Well, one woman has already said, I'm going to come up
Have
there.
you guys
I'm
had
gonna come up
issues
there."
here yet?
Oh,
Or-
No, not
just on the
since,
phone.
not since the initial, I think it was Jordan Shen.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was very nice. I met him the first day he showed up, so I really appreciate that.
Mhm.
But no, not since the initial, but we're just waiting for that shoe to drop. We're thinking that when they finally release the information and arrest him, that all this attention will be deflected to her
Sure.
and her family, and then a lot of it hopefully removed from us. But Stefan, I don't recall what he said exactly, but just his response, that his tone would have you.
I said, I'm aware. I know that you did not kill her.
Mm-hmm.
I did. And he said, well, Mom, he says, yes, and there were a lot of other people involved.
Sure.
Yeah.
But he couldn't come out and say, oh, I didn't do it. He just,
Sure.
because everything's being recorded.
But anyway,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
that's what
their jail calls.
and I wanted it that way,
Yeah.
so the police could pick up on it. So I told Mark, I said, just listen to the phone call.
Yeah.
And tomorrow we're going to try to have a conversation with them to convince him, supposedly he's asked God for forgiveness,
Sure.
that, if you've done that, then the next step is prove it and tell the police the truth and get this over with.
Come out with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We told him to quit falling on the sword, quit protecting her.
It's not worth it. It's not.
Yes.
Her attorney put her in a mental hospital
Yeah.
so she could hide and she can't be questioned.
Sure.
Well, is that true, and especially in a murder case?
No, I mean, there's people have different rights to private, HIPAA and all those things that apply, but
She's working
no,
out-
I mean, you
she's
can't just
working
run
out a
away.
great-
Like, we'll
a
find
great,
you.
Can't be held responsible for her mental condition.
but she did it.
So you're up in Welland Park?
Yeah, there's a substation out there. So that's where me and a couple other detectives are out there as well.
Oh my gosh.
That's where my office is.
I
Yeah.
see that they're talking about building a second downtown in the paper today. I don't know if that'll ever come to fruition. They're talking about building it out here.
I know. It's as soon as that whole Yorkshire area, especially how Northport's exploding, whichever developer bites the bullet, builds the infrastructure, it's going to
I
be.
thought they were supposed to be opening up that exit ramp.
That's going to be a huge one too.
But when? I thought it was supposed to be last
That's
year.
all state funds and FHP. Like they're
It's
because
another
it's all.
question.
What's
That's
that?
another question. They've got quite the little money scam going at that jail. They take 10% for processing what we put into his commissary, $2 a day for him being in jail, $5 to get a Tylenol, $10 to meet with his attorney, 21 cents a minute for the phone call, and whatever it takes for the initial price of the call.
You know what that means?
Crime doesn't pay.
You know what that means?
That means we get punished.
Crime doesn't pay.
No, I don't even work in
What
that.
do you-
There's criminal
Yes.
justice and within it's law enforcement, corrections, and the courts. I don't work the corrections side.
Well, I tell you, if you got any information on how I can get a duplicate title for that car so we can sell it, so we can fund him.
I mean, I would
need a
reach
power
out
of
to.
attorney, and they won't give it. They won't let us get in to get it.
If not that way, I mean, there may be. I'd reach out to the civil court, to the South County one here, and just. There's got to be a process. You know what I mean? As far as I'm sure they. Yeah, there has to be.
They have to be other people
It may
being
be
charged.
something where you have to take litigation against your son, even though it's not going to go anywhere just to get the title. I don't know what the answer is.
It's paid for.
Can
Do you need
I
to sign
still?
anything?
Yeah, I got to write this stuff down real quick.
You got a pen?
Yeah, I sure do. Do you mind if I set this here?
Go ahead.
What's the note? Do we know or? I'll pop it open. It's
Everything was wrapped up in that piece of paper.
okay.
So,
And were they in here in the Ziploc bags like this too?
no, they were loose. They were wrapped up in this piece of
Loose.
paper. I transferred to the Ziploc bag.
Okay.
And it was in a drawer and a chest that had a sliding drawer
hidden away.
or a tray on top of it. So if you opened up the drawer, you didn't see it. But then you,
And I mean that I can speak to just that night as well. We weren't necessarily looking for little devices. We're more focused on with her. Medical stuff. Looks like
oh, recipe.
recipe
Could be good.
could be a good one. Is she a decent cook?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very select items, though.
Any receipts?
And I don't know why he had two different driver's licenses, one with this address, one for Kissimmee, and what he was using for a driver's license.
We might have kept them open long too.
You know how they say you never really know someone?
Sure.
We never saw this side of him, not ever.
No. And nobody. That's her too, right?
I guess. And he was not a spoiled mama's boy because I'm the disciplinarian. They blame everything on the mother for having him.
Sure.
It's my fault.
It's not your fault.
I don't know what that was for, but I guess it. That's the bad boy there.
This one is?
This
Oh,
is
this
it.
one, the little one, right?
Okay.
Did you happen to see this one too? What it contained, or no? Just
If it's there, it doesn't belong to us.
SanDisk. That's all right. I'll get it to the lab.
The stuff it's on, the stuff that's on here goes back to 2011.
To 2011.
Wasn't happy to see that.
No.
You know, if she felt like she was being abused, of course she was being abused because she's not old enough to consent, but other than that, I think she was consensual, only because of the way that she would snuggle up to him and rub him on the shoulder.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe she did just get used to it. I don't know.
that's the unfortunate reality a lot of times. And I can't speak to this, but what I've seen, that's the unfortunate reality.
Yeah. I guess keep thinking of what would have caused that. What would have caused that reaction? He was killed. Was it accident? Was it deliberate?
Unfortunately, without them telling the truth, we'll never know. And I mean, all parties involved. And that's just the reality to it. I need some cheaters here soon.
He did give the nod to the fact that basically blackmailed him to move her body.
And I'm sure, like I said, I don't know any of the information that Kiss Me has.
Yeah.
Stick Pro. But I'm sure that they appreciate your guys' help and openness.
Well, they sure didn't get their little butts down here to pick this stuff up.
Why they have?
That's it.
They still haven't told us when he's getting his work phone back, and
I haven't asked them anytime soon because I'm not going to consider for it.
Maybe I can put it in the mail for you, though, too. I'll have to fire unless you have to have it. It's not really transfer. I don't know how that'll work, if you can't go up there to get it.
well, basically he doesn't want people knowing he's the one coming to get it.
Oh, for sure.
He doesn't want his face on camera so somebody can find him. And you don't blame him.
No, not at all. Can't knock it. Not one bit. This was just the hard drive, right?
Yeah. We don't know what's on it because we haven't put it anywhere. But
Sure.
computer.
Yeah, I was really surprised to hear when I called Mark about the USB drive, and he says, by the way, did you know the hard drive is missing in that? I go, no. Didn't bother to look.
Yeah, I took it and put it in a box, called them, and they came down.
And so you didn't know the hard drive was missing?
No, I didn't even bother. I called them up and I said, look, I have this. I'm going to tape it up and keep it secure for you guys and let your lab do what you guys need to do. So,
Yeah, he said, no hard drive, which explains why the side of the computer was off.
yeah. I thought, I saw that too.
Off to keep it cool.
Keep it cool. It's a gaming computer. It's hot, But,
And I said, well, that's strange because I felt fairly certain Sunday morning he was on the computer. So he must have taken it with him and then decided that, maybe not so smart to be driving around with this.
sure.
He told us he's experiencing PTSD. You don't do that if you mean to kill somebody.
No.
You do it when you see somebody killed and you've been put in a bad position.
And I'm a big believer in the, like you guys said too, like put your money where your mouth is and come out with the truth. But I think that it always, it goes full circle kind of thing. Yeah.
These people who are calling into YouTube, if they had spent as much time in school studying as they did putting together a tube shoot of lies, I don't even know who they were talking about. Do I yell? Oh yeah, I yell. I don't scream, I yell.
Rick's phone. Maybe he's got some hot news.
When did you recover this stuff?
Say around noon.
Around noon. 100 hours. Yeah, I apologize.
Well, I called Mark. So this was recovered at noon, but this was recovered
earlier.
Yeah, let me tell you.
I'll just put on here hard drive.
March 19th.
Okay.
I notified Mark. Yeah, March 19th. I notified him March 19th at 5:52 p.m.
Yep, and they're right there in that little tiny box. They don't make them big, right here in the release by. I know. Make it hard.
Here you go.
Just your copy since you got it.
Press hard.
Yep. I bleed.
Take a look.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you. Thanks for reaching out to him too. I'm surprised he didn't reach out to me back in March to come grab this stuff, especially you let him know there was the child sex abuse stuff on it.
We'll figure out how to get to it.
Okay. I guess I can't answer for any other. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
I do.
You got any questions for me or anything? Or no?
Later, Gator.
Absolutely. If you need anything, seriously, we're a call away. If I can help you, I will.
Yeah, I've got your number, so in case something comes up, I'll give you a shot.
Absolutely. All right.
Thanks, Mike.
Yep. You too. It's 1801, ending recording.
Hello, you have a call at no
Hello?
expense to you from
Stephen Stearns.
an inmate at
Osceola County Corrections Department.
To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse, this call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
I thought we weren't going to hear from you till tomorrow. Yeah, I didn't realize that I could actually call right back after the 15 minutes was up. I'm not walking, so it's just going to be you and me. Okay, that's fine. You'd been asking me where the watch was, and I tried to quickly convey those instructions to you. Did you still need me to go over that with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So at the foot of my bed, there's a bunch of my, boxes from when I moved there.
Yes.
On top of those boxes, there should be a green tin with kind of like a gold eagle on the top of it. It's like a Warhammer ammo box tin. The watch is either in there, or if it's not in there, it's going to be in one of the boxes at the foot of my bed. If you look inside, there's a Disney popcorn bucket in the shape of a Star Wars mouse droid. It's like a little silver box with wheels on it, basically, and a brown strap. It could be in there because I put some important stuff in there. I think my Social Security card and birth certificate might be in there as well. Did you get that?
Okay, so describe this Disney pin again.
It's a mouse droid popcorn bucket that's in one of the boxes at the foot of my bed. So it's like a little silver boxy looking droid with a brown strap on it. It's actually a popcorn bucket. But I use it to store some documents and stuff, and the watch might be in there if it's not in the green tin on top of the boxes.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Some other things I wanted to ask. So you said that you went to the mental hospital. Whatever happened with...
I don't know what's happening. We don't know how to get a hold of anybody.
I see.
And supposedly has institutionalized himself. So.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. What you said that was what, to keep the cops off of her?
Supposedly on the advice of her attorney.
I see. Did you guys ever get the silver Lincoln back?
Oh no, we don't expect to see that until the trial.
Okay. And I assume no other belongings that were left were able to be retrieved either, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, the police had the gun, so that can be released to me. Of course, the phone I let you use,
They took
so they said they would release that to me. So I got to see how I can get that.
Yeah, because obviously, I didn't even really use it, so.
By the way, the body camera, the camera in the sheriff's deputy's car that escorted you from Orange County to Osceola County, all that video and audio, somebody got a hold of, and it's out on the internet with YouTube.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So these YouTubers, these amateur sleuths, who have now decided to make it their life's work to try to uncover the real Stephen Stearns, and of course they're drilling down, to the whole family and making quite a circus of the whole thing. That entire video is on YouTube. The entire conversation you had with that deputy.
Okay. So, I'm pretty sure we talked about music most of the time.
Yes. Oh, yeah. She used that. One of these people, Blunder or somebody, YouTuber, used that information to dig up information about when your mom and I had our issues 20, 30 years ago, and brought that up. Her clickbait headline says, $3,700 lawsuit, some creditor suing you. So, they're just taking everything and everything and trying to make something of it when nothing exists. But supposedly calling you a mama's boy and what have you. So it's quite a circus. I don't watch any of it. People just tell me about it. I don't bother with it because it's all bullshit.
Well, hey, I am a mama's boy anyway. I've never been ashamed of that.
Yeah. But I'm hoping that this conversation, obviously somebody in the county jail is selling this information. So I'm waiting to see if these conversations surface, because as far as I know, this is supposed to be private conversation. Obviously, the jail can monitor it, but it's not supposed to be released to the public.
And they will be. Yeah, supposedly a redacted version of my arrest report was leaked to the public as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm not sure who's leaking all this stuff, or what sort of effect that
Well,
has on all
hey,
the meetings.
this is a high-profile case, and so somebody in there is looking to make a buck.
Yeah, well, I imagine this probably taints the whole process, though.
Yeah.
So who knows what's going to happen with that, but so I told you where the watch was. In addition to that, I found your wedding band when we were cleaning out the storage.
Okay.
That's in a black ring box on the shelf above my desk.
I think we found that. Yeah.
You found that?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I just want to let you know that was found. I'm not totally sure where my family ring is.
I have it.
Oh, you have it. Okay. So you found that.
It was on the shelf.
It was on the shelf. Okay. I thought it might have been, but I wasn't super sure.
Yeah. What about the Rollies?
I've never had that. It was given to you, and I never had possession of it.
Then your mother did something with it, but we have to figure out where she stuck it.
Yeah, unless it was sold while we were still in Summerport.
No, it was here at the house. It was here. Yeah, I mean, it was here. I'd seen it earlier. Well, I seen it in 2023. But anyway, doesn't matter.
I never had it.
So, what? So I finally got the commissary information. So you need some boxer shorts?
Yeah, definitely. I've been going commando this entire time.
What size? Large, extra large?
I think just large would probably do. I mean, whatever will fit
Okay.
a 36 waist, I
Do
guess.
they have the ability to wash and stuff?
I'm sorry?
Do they have the ability to wash this stuff?
Yeah, I believe they collect laundry and do washing like once a week or so. I think from what I
All right, so
I'm not sure, but
I'll get you a couple pairs, and you need socks.
yeah, I'll probably need that. In the meantime, I was going to hold off on making any, like extraneous orders through commissary and whatnot until we find out more. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how long I'm going to be here, so I did want to mention to you that my first mandatory court appearance that cannot be waived will be at the end of this month, sometime between the 26th and 28th.
Supposedly, I thought was the 24th of April.
Well, it could be then too. I got basically a rough estimate from one of the attorneys that is kind of associated with the case, but not really the main one. So yeah, it's going to be towards the end of this month. I guess before or after my birthday, probably. But
Yeah. And supposedly the trial's supposed to be May 14th.
I haven't heard that, but I guess you might know more than I do.
Well, and again, follow mainstream media only, whatever they have in the paper.
Well, they've got better sources than I do because I'm pretty much, in the dark most of the time here.
Yeah, well, again, I don't follow anything but mainstream media because everything else is just bullshit.
Yeah.
People making a circus of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also these phone calls, they're 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents for every minute after that with a 15-minute limit. So it's about $3.15 per phone call. If we
Okay. Well, I just put $100 into that account.
Okay, perfect. That should last quite a while then. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that. So if we needed to ration the calls or anything like that, we could do it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get into our personal lives conversations because I don't trust the system of keeping it confidential. So I want to keep this, as banal as possible. And
how have you guys
just
been?
keep
Has
it that
anyone
way.
been bothering you or anything?
No. It's been quiet. I mean, I really wish they would drop the shoe on and all of this stuff and attention and emphasis could be shifted to her family. because as far as we're concerned, we know that she's responsible. To what degree, we don't know, but I don't believe you killed her, so.
No, that's good because, you know, it's one of the few people who do, but you know that I would never have wanted that for her.
Yeah.
And it broke me. It absolutely broke me.
So we believe her family is involved in this and cover up. So we'll just see how all this plays out.
Well, I'm not sure that really any one person is specifically responsible. It's probably a combination of factors that led to it, but it certainly shattered me. I mean, if you thought I had PTSD before, well, buckle up, you know.
Yeah.
I've never felt anything like that before. It was horrible.
Yeah. I mean, I just hope the truth comes out at some point.
Well, yeah.
So anyway, we think we can send you the Bible, but there's also a Bible that I can buy online, but let's see if we can get the Bible to you.
Okay.
And a good friend of mine who I will not mention,
Yeah, go ahead.
a good friend of mine whose name I won't mention, has been my spiritual mentor advisor since this all came down. Bought me a very nice Bible, so I'm doing Bible study every night, and we have our morning walks and talks. So.
Yep, and I've been reading the Bible that they've been giving me here, and you know, praying for her, and I've been praying for you guys a lot too. And I also wanted to mention that, you know, I know you guys get in fights a lot and kind of resent each other a lot of the times, but I wanted just to tell you guys, be good to each other.
We don't resent each other. We have compassionate discussions.
Well, I mean, that was maybe a poor choice of words, but I mean, I know you guys kind of get on each other's nerves every now and then, and I just.
Well, if anything, this has made us stronger.
Okay.
We're both joined with our faith, and we're supportive of one another. We talk about all of this periodically. You know, I refuse to listen to any of the bullshit stuff that's out there. I always say, nobody watches mainstream media. I'll accept that, but nothing else.
Okay. Well,
you know, there's a lot of rumor mills out there.
Just to be good to each other, because you know you won't have me there to kind of be a buffer anymore. And I'm not sure.
Well, try not to make that sound more than what it is, because it's not any more than that. You know, we have our flare-ups, and then we quickly move on.
Of course, I just
want to. But we've been very very supportive of one another, and we just know that we're getting through this, and you know, we're putting our faith in God.
Okay.
And we hope you.
Glad to hear that.
We hope you're finding the same.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that. You know, I worried about you guys. I've been worrying about you guys, so you've been in my prayers and in my thoughts.
I appreciate that. And you as well. In fact, your mother told me this afternoon she came out of her bedroom the other morning with a question and called out for you, and then realized, he's not here.
You did or she did?
He did.
She did?
Yeah. I go, hello, not here.
Yeah.
You know, so she slipped a little there mentally.
Yeah. For a long time, I kept expecting to wake up and find out this was all a nightmare.
Oh, believe me, this is all very, very surreal for us.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm looking.
Thank you for using IC Solutions. Goodbye.